Horizon Chess Home Studio Reaction. This is the flat Earth theory. Is it a theory? Featuring Lore Lodge and the Electrician. Unsubscribe podcast, obviously. Yeah, it's not a theory. It's not even a hypothesis. It's just a feeling. It's something they want to be real. Everybody's lying. NASA's lying. Entire planet is lying. Apparently, all countries who hate each other somehow comes together to lie about this because reasons. There you go. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. It's also has factors in it. We'll see his view on this, or how passionate his views are on this, because that's the one thing, right? From this podcast, I'm learning a lot, basically, more than I would have assumed. How, like in Japan, they throw pamphlets, like, by the way, we're going to bomb, run, like, who does that, right? I'm learning a lot of things about, like, point-blank things that I would never even think of. Usually when I watch some things, like, kind of generally I know something. But yeah, apparently this channel is so good. I'm learning things that even I didn't have any general idea about. Like, what the fuck is just point blank? I'm getting surprised a lot. That's not going to happen here, obviously, about flat Earth or whatever. But yeah, we'll see how passionate Electrician and wait a minute, is Brendan is here? Nah, I don't think he's here, right? I don't know. He might be here. So it's going to be interesting. Let's do it.
What are the odds? I've thought about this several times, that the modern flat Earth was just the CIA's attempt discrediting conspiracy theorists that worked too well, and now a lot of stupid people genuinely believe it.
So the reason I'm hesitant on that one is that the original Flat Earth Research, the International Flat Earth Research Society, founded in 1958,
big on levels,
peaked at like 3,000 viewers.
I'm guessing those are the same people that very recently, I don't know, recent enough, did that test. And that test failed, and even they were dumbfounded. Like, wait a minute. Oh, look at that. What everybody told you is apparently real, and you don't want to accept it.
Yeah. Like, not viewers, sorry, members. Like, and basically what this was this dude, Charles Johnson, was sending out a magazine every quarter that he charged $25 for in the 90s.
Jesus.
Like, and he had 3,000, think about it, 3,000 people.
God damn.
Yeah, I think at one point he was a monthly newsletter. So he was
a month he was doing it?
He was rolling in dough. And if you read the interviews with the guy, either he was like the original grifter or he was
750,000,
insane.
$75,000 a month, 900,000 a year. I mean, he's living it up.
No, 75,000 quarter, right? He said quarter, not month. So yeah, like 300,000 a year or something, right? Not 900.
In the 90s for 900 grand a year.
So here's the thing, though, is like he says that and he gives you these numbers, and you're like, okay, well then where are all of the other? Where's all of your property? Like you have 3,000 people paying you $25 every quarter. That's several $100,000 a year, and you live in a small house with a trailer outside of it on a ranch in California.
Right.
Like, you don't have a bigger house, you don't have more stuff going on, you don't have a nicer car. Like, a little weird. I don't think he ever had that many people. And of course, all the records burned in a fire in 1995. Of course. He dies in 19...
Yeah, $300,000 back then is a lot, right? I mean, even in today, like, that's a lot, but back then it's a lot.
He dies in 2000, and the Flat Earth Society ceases to exist. It's gone. The International Flat Earth Society, he had all of the mailing lists. He and his wife are both dead. They don't get passed along to anybody because who the hell wants the Flat Earth Research Society member list?
I want that fucking 900 grand a year, but
I want it now.
You love flat earthers, right?
I hate them.
You love them.
I need to be clear that when I say I hate them, I don't mean like, haha, I think they're stupid, I don't like their belief. I don't like them as people.
You're like, I just want to be abundantly clear. It's not that I disagree with them, it's that they don't go to heaven.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just like cyclists.
I'm assuming it was on a podcast.
It's basically, if I meet them in front, I won't get angry and argue with them. I would punch them in the face. That's what that is.
That's right.
I did get into a bunch of Twitter fights with them.
Yeah, well, that was part of the problem because you had a lot of Twitter fights beforehand. And so you came into that loaded.
God, you guys are going to get along
I
great.
may have said that I think the world would be better off if all of them stopped breathing.
My favorite part though is that if we're at the fucking ranch, if we're at the ranch,
Insane passive aggressiveness right there. It would be great if you all stop breathing. There you go.
Like we're debating flat earthers on Twitter using Starlink.
I love that.
Satellites.
I love this.
Dude, my favorite video is the one where like we're disproving it, and they do the light test.
I love that. Do these people like Elon Musk? Because that would be some next level shit if they like Elon Musk, which means you like a guy who's all about space. Apparently, he's lying to you because clearly he says that Earth is round because of course he does. He's a space guy. They'll be really interesting. I really need to like check these people out, like who they agree with, because I bet 99% of people they agree with or just like have some kind of element that they just claim the Earth is round or something. Basically opposite of what they believe in.
And they're like, if it's here, they'll see it. It's like, wait, we can't see it. Hold it up higher. They go like this. It's like, we see it now. And they're like,
Yeah. Well,
what?
one of my favorite parts was that maybe 10 minutes into the debate, we were like, all right, so, what I would ask then is, if the Earth is flat, then you should never be able to see the midnight sun in Antarctica, right? There should never be a 24-hour sun in Antarctica. And he's like, exactly. And as we've seen, there's never been a video showing one. They had a couple of them, but then they admitted they were fake. And we pull one up, and it's not the one that he said was fake. It's one that he admitted. He was like, yeah, that one's real, but you can't see the sun for most of it.
Because it goes behind clouds.
It goes behind clouds. Aiden proceeds to perfectly track in real time where the sunspot is behind the clouds, and the mouse comes out of the clouds on top of the sun perfectly.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and then Austin goes, well, yeah, but I mean, like, you can't see it behind the cloud. You don't know for sure. And we're like, you can see the sunspot, man. Like, it's there.
I'm using the mouse to circle it as it goes around. And it's
No fucking way any cloud, right, there would be some signs the sun is there. Like, this is a reach, man. See, this is the type of people you just don't debate because they have a pet project, and this is because their life has no meaning, and this is their pet project, and they just want this to be alive. Flat Earth is real. That's what they want to think about. That's it. Doesn't matter. I believe in subconsciously when they know they're full of BS, but they just want this thing to be true. It's like a club, right? Everybody has some cars owner club or like gun owner club. This is their club. That's what it is. Because I can't, right? There's way too many things. Flat Earth one is like there's so many evidence presented to them. This is insane. After that, like nothing's gonna, go. It's like that, what? If conversation goes more than 10 minutes, just stop. Both parties are wrong or some shit. Not both parties are wrong, but like there is no point of having conversation type of way. That doesn't apply everywhere, but you kind of understand. Like after some time, you just have to stop. Like these are some idiots. They're never gonna be, like you can't explain anything to them.
It's like, look at that. And then it comes out perfectly timed, and he's like, and it wasn't even like it was the second try or anything.
Yeah.
It was the first try.
Yeah, and then the whole the water thing.
Yeah.
That was entertaining.
Wait, what is the water thing?
So,
God, dude, this is again. So when you have to this level, it's not conspiracy theory. It's fucking retards. It's when retards are given an inch in that book, and they will, no matter what you can show them proof, they are going to still deny it. No matter what, they're like,
Well, that's just like your opinion.
You take them in spaceship, travel around in space just to show them the Earth is round, and they'll basically claim you didn't move at all. You're just bullshitting. We're just flying there, right? Earth is just there. You're just spinning in a way that's like, two-dimensional circle rather than like turning around the whole planet or some shit. They will never be convinced.
Man.
yeah, that's all that matters. It's your
Just
opinion.
your opinion, man.
I was gonna say, do you want to explain the curve thing and then where it went for the over the ocean stuff?
I can't remember.
It started with him trying to claim essentially that it was all due to the refraction.
Which thing are you talking about?
Oh,
Wait,
this,
so this
sorry,
one-
this
this-
was right before he.
This man
exploded, I
really
forgot.
believes that the Earth is flat.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Oh, well, no, here's the best part of it. All right, ready? Here's my favorite part. After we finished the debate, I found out, do you guys know Audit, the channel that goes and like looks at police interactions and rates how
I
they
know
went?
him.
Yeah, it was Cody. Are you aware?
Cody, have you ever heard of a police breakdown?
He has a video breaking down how an arrest went. And the guy I was debating was the one being arrested
Oh, God.
Oh, I know the video you're fucking
by
talking
the
about.
National
Yep.
Park Service.
Yeah, they're in front of a gas station, right?
No.
Wait,
This
Oh,
is
is
their
this a
firm
different
Mount
one?
Rushmore.
Okay.
Wait, what?
No, in this one, he gets arrested by the National Park Service in front of Mount Rushmore because he was demonstrating in an area where you needed a permit. Now, right behind that area was an area where you didn't need a permit, and he refused to move. I'm like, would you like to apply for a permit right now? We could probably get it for you today. And he's like, no. And then he's like, do I need to explain the law to you? And then they proceed to be like, not really, sir. And he's like, well, show me the ordinance. So they show him the ordinance. And they're like, well, show me the citation. So they show him the citation. It's like, show me the law.
So he's a fucking sovereign citizen too. Okay.
Yeah,
This makes perfect sense now.
And I'm just watching this, and I'm like, it must have been a COVID thing because everybody's wearing masks. It looks like it was 2020, 2021. He was wearing a lab coat. My guess is that he was up there giving some lecture on, how the vaccine's got a microchip or something like that.
And they made the earth flat.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm surprised that in America people like that don't get shot or something, right? Because if you're gonna do shit like that, I can already imagine him doing shit like that into some restricted space or something, whether it's like government, military, or even private property. I'm surprised that people like that have somewhat longevity. I'm surprised you don't hear about people like that in the news constantly because they just did some, they just crossed certain place they shouldn't have, and that's it.
Yeah, and he gets
COVID.
arrested by the National Park Service.
That's our new shirt, dude. COVID made the earth flat.
Anthony Fauci personally took a roller and flattened it out.
Fauci made
That's
the
an
earth
easy
flat.
graphic.
We're gonna get
That
like
would be a great political cartoon, just Fauci with a rolling pin over the planet and no further context.
what the fuck do they
Trust
call
the science.
what do they call the ceiling over the flat Earth?
The firmament.
The firmament.
Which
It's gonna be.
The fuck is that?
Our new shirt is gonna be the flat earther map. We're
it's
in
like
a
a
big
dome.
snow
It's like a
globe.
dome.
The Earth is flat and we're in a snow globe, basically. And
See, that's the fucking thing that pisses me off a lot. If you say like all satellite is wrong, everything's wrong, fine. What can we do physically? Physically, we cannot show somebody if Earth is a sphere, right? Without trying to track stars and things. They can even say that that's bullshit. Fine, but physically they can prove if the Earth is flat or not. We can prove if it's sphere or not. If we just come around or something. Oh, you just went into a circle and whatever. They can claim that. You know what? You claim it's a flat Earth. Go to an edge, take a photo and show it to me, right? You don't even have to make an effort. Just tell me where you think edge is. I'll throw you there on a helicopter or some shit, right? I'm sure there are many people who would happily oblige. Throw you off there in a helicopter and then go to an edge and take a photo. Show me the edge if it's flat. You're the one who's supposed to prove it, not me. This is insane. Why are people bothering with this? You prove flat and then talk until then shut the hell up.
the glass of the snow globe is the firmament.
How do they describe other planets?
Are we on the back of the fucking turtle?
They're just
They're holograms.
They're lights
They're
in the
night
sky.
lights
or
for
they're-
kids.
They don't know.
No. They say that everything else is sphere, right? They do say that everything else is sphere, but Earth is not, because all that shit, right? Earth is in the center, everything's around us. That old Bible theory type of, even Bible and Christian Pope and everything basically got updated with science. Even they say no, Earth is not in the center. But in the old Bible way where Earth is in the center, everything else is around it. I think flat earthers believe in that shit, right? They do believe everything is sphere, but Earth is not. Earth is kind of a plane and shit. First of all, sphere is shapeless thing, right? From the center of that, every edge is at the same distance. So that's as shapeless thing as there can be. Everything has a special property. Square, rectangle, triangle, right? Every point from the middle of it, at the center of it, would be different on those things. In sphere, it's not. So a gravity pushing things to the center would create a sphere if it has strong enough mass to it. Why would Earth not be a sphere? Earth is this big, why would it not be a sphere? So they basically just say science is wrong, that old Bible thing, like I said, I don't know, basically God made some flat earth and everything is around us, for us type of shit. I'm pretty sure that's the case.
So we're gonna have the flat Earth.
They don't have an answer. We asked. It was the first thing I think I asked him was, "What are the sun and moon, and where are they?" And he said it didn't matter. And then I asked him, "What are the other planets?" And he said,
It's a flashlight.
And I said, "When you look up into the sky and you see, other other bodies moving around in space that rotate around the sun. What are these? He said, they're planets, what we call wandering stars. And I was like, okay, and what are they? And he was like, I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Really, dude, haven't you seen that eye thing in like Las Vegas? Where it's just like a big screen, that's what it is. Aliens put a screen there and or something, or God put a screen there, and there you go. We are a snow globe. There you go.
Is
Science.
By the way, this is within the first 5 minutes.
the round Earth in the room with us right now? like,
This is dude,
classic. Those aren't real planets. That's not real communism.
I asked
Quit
him how
asking
solar
questions.
eclipses worked. He said it didn't matter.
Fact is, always find a way to bring communism in.
Well, he did let it slip after you exploded why he is a flat earther. And it's not actually even what we think it is to an extent. It's in the live somewhere, but essentially he says something along the lines of like, I'm tired of these like schools teaching my Christian children like all of this like atheist science BS.
Yeah.
And
See, I told you Christian thing. It's the old Christian thing, right? Who was that? Like even in 15th or 16th century, long before like Newton or something, who was that guy who basically claimed that, Earth is not at the center, sun is, and basically got prosecuted by the Catholics or something, right? I forgot something name, right? So these people believe before of all that thing, right? Like, okay, Earth is in the center, everything we learned in past multiple centuries is bullshit. Okay, how are everything that you use is working? How is technology working? How is anything working? Because all of that has to be bullshit if this science is bullshit, right? You can track all of that. You can track physics. Physics is the base of everything, and every other science come out of it, right? Physics has to be bullshit in order for. So how is everything working? How is smartphone working?
And it's like, essentially he went on this like very small rant kind of like underneath, like in the background of like the whole debate that was happening, where it was like the whole reason that he was believing in flat earth was because he began to mistrust science because it was atheists. And, now with how divided politics has become, he's like, oh, well, if they're going to lie about everything, it probably goes down to the shape of the earth.
Which is like, yes, question everything. No, don't deny everything.
Yeah.
Because
If somebody punches you, then the whole planet and every humanity is evil. Everybody's a Hitler. That's that kind of a shit that is. Like, that's a simplistic thought. If you can't see the complexity of things and broader picture and like how things are much more complex than even a single human can process, if you can't have that kind of capacity, you're going to think like that. So this is simplistic mentality. That's what's play here.
There's some stuff you're just like, I don't think you flew here, right?
Yep.
you fly him to the debate and tell him, by the way,
that's what I'm like.
you're 3 hours in, look out the window.
Just once.
There is somebody actively right now running something they're calling the final experiment, which I personally believe is an unfortunate name that they should not have gone with.
Horrifically. I was about to make that joke, dude.
Hasn't one died going, like he took a balloon or a rocket up?
Sounds about right, probably.
I think one flat earther like rode a rocket or did something where he went up to disprove that there was a curvature on the plane of Earth, and he died.
Yeah, wasn't it the Chinese?
How did he die? I guess he didn't take the oxygen. Because balloon would go at a place and like basically hang there, or basically you can like pull it down or something. I guess he didn't bring the oxygen with him or something because oxygen gets thinner. So he just got suffocated. Is that it? But he didn't have control of that balloon, right? I'm pretty sure those balloon things have control, right? You can control the ignition or whatever and it can come down or something. I don't know.
Chinese guy in the chair full of fucking fireworks.
No, wait, didn't he build his own rocket, but
Yes.
then like his parachute failed or something?
Yep.
Yeah.
Like a dude was like, look, curvature, and then the parachute fell. It's like, fuck, I'm a
My life is a
retard.
lie.
And hit Earth and died. God, I hate
Didn't go to heaven.
No, it's, yeah. The whole thing is just.
Oh, I hate this as a whole.
Okay, seriously, this is just pissing me off. Anybody who's been watching my channel, they know I'm a big physics nerd, let's just call it. And flat earth just pisses me off. Astrophysics mainly. And yeah, flat earth is like, why, man? Every science, every physics has to be wrong, because why would it not be a sphere? If you say all science is wrong, how is satellite working? How is your GPS working? How is your smartphone working? What are you saying? That's a magic or something? Obviously, imaginary mind can come up with any solution if they want to. Say, oh, that's by the way, that's a gift from God or something. There you go. You don't have to think about how it's working. But that's just some next level shit. See, that's the thing. Like, what is it? 10 or 15% of population is probably like under 80 IQ or something, right? That's a statistic or something. I'm pretty sure that's the case. So these are that probably, right? Because these people can't have complex thought or understand complex things. One thing leads to another, and they just go to extremes and grab at it. That's what's happening. Alright, well, that was the flat earth theory featuring Lord and Federation. Of course, Federation will bring communism. This is not real communism. Watch and unsubscribe clips. If you like my next one, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.